Minecraft can be a flashy game, but there's a lot of things that have to happen that aren't exactly that exciting. I know everybody's like, yo, I gotta get home so I can get online and watch jblader farm pumpkins. This is it. But I've been grinding, and I've been working with those blaze rods we got last time to make potions and become a zombie doctor. On hard mode, you can turn villagers into zombies, and then we can heal them with potions of weaknesses and golden apples, making their trades real cheap. This gets me access to cheap diamond gear, enchanted books, and food and blocks, you name it. But there is a long list of stuff that I've started that really needs to get finished. I've got the terraces and Spawn Town that kind of need to be finished. I've got some terraforming back in my base that could definitely be finished. The villager trading hole, also not complete yet. And my amphitheater is still floating over the ocean, ready to be uncovered. So today, I'm not going to do any of that, and we're going to build something new. Get ready for the construction crew to get to work. I spent some time yesterday with Drew working on this area of the Spawn Town, and I even left a little sign over here that I thought was perfect. Professor Oak. I'm hilarious. And I have been working on these paths, so him and I did some of these trees around here. He is a tree expert. He did this Professor Oak tree right here. It's really great. I did a few of the other trees here, created some paths here, and, you know, this may change a little bit later, but we wanted to get some stuff down here to create a little bit of infrastructure here in the town. Everyone's bases are coming along. We got farms coming in, berry patches coming in, giant buildings, like Vert's tower over here is just growing. We apparently have cows stacked on top of each other since like day 2 of the server still there. We've got a lot of things happening. And man, I tell you, this place is really starting to look beautiful. And although I am the server architect and constructor, I really haven't built anything yet. I've been working hard to get my tools up to par, right? Because as a constructor, you need good tools, but I need some larger excavation equipment. So we're gonna start with that today, and hopefully also start on a really cool build here in the Spawn Town that we'll be able to use in the next few episodes. I want to do a lot of building here, but I've got to keep in mind Chesapeake's area is down here. Skipper also uses this area some. They've got their custom lake down there, which is quite nice. And then I've got these terraces here that I can do a lot with. This one, and of course this little valley in between is kind of my area. So I'm thinking we get some construction equipment in here, and we'll be able to see what we're going to be capable of doing. I think a bridge would be cool. And then we really need to build some sort of building here to add. Look, we even got a Wigglytuff from Mystery Dungeon over here. That's Liv's place. Oh, this place is really coming together. And it needs a building from me. I've definitely waited long enough. A constructor is only as good as his equipment. And yes, I need some stronger equipment. But for now, we're going to get started with some of the basic diamond gear. Obviously, I can mine for diamonds, and that's no problem. But as a constructor, want a lot of tools, and I want to be able to provide my server mates with a lot of awesome tools to enable them to landscape to their little heart's content. So this is how we're going to be doing it, and we're going to be chucking away a ton of items. So I'm actually going to go over here in the wall. Ignore this. I know it's ugly, but we're going to place a lava bucket here because we're going to be having to throw away a ton of items. I've been trying to get some emeralds by using melons and pumpkins, as you saw farming on the surface and from the clip on the live stream. And then by zombifying these guys, we've got the trades pretty cheap, like mending books, efficiency 5 books, for 1 emerald, which means I can get us some really good gear really fast. And I need some good blocks too, like stone. I'm almost out of stone, guys. So now we're going to be using these guys over here to get all of the gear we need. In fact, these two guys right here are the toolsmiths, which means that we're going to be unlocking these to get our tools and then using a grindstone to get the gear that we need. So I've got over 8 stacks of emeralds now, which is not too bad. And we're going to be using those maybe even for a beacon at some point because, we can get them pretty fast. But for now, we're going to do a little bit of trading. And this is what I was saying is going to be us chucking a lot of items, because we're going to have to unlock these guys to get to the diamond tools. Next up, we have the iron trade, which, if you have an iron farm, isn't actually that bad. How did you get out here, dude? Okay, I'm going to return this guy to Rob's farm. This is my good deed for the day. What are you doing out here in the ocean, Rob? Farming iron, apparently. Rob, we got to talk about your villager conditions, man. I thought mine were bad. This guy's got an iron pickaxe trade, which we're probably going to end up checking these. And you've got, ooh, a diamond hoe trade. You know, honestly, not that bad. The expert tier, we've got a shovel and an axe. Let's see what their last one is. And a pickaxe. Efficiency 2. Yep, totally fine because it's not going to matter. But there we go. We got some tools now and a way to farm them. And I think I'm going to zombify these guys. We've got the Carryon, which allows me to just right click and pick them up. And oh my gosh, this saves hours of nudging villagers. So I'm going to do a little work over here, and let's see if we can't fill up one of these chests with some tools for me and server construction. And just like that. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. 1 emerald for 1 diamond tool. So now, I'm going to try to set up a pumpkin and melon farm, and I want to utilize this space, but once we get some pumpkins and melons automatically feeding in here, going down there to our farmers, we'll be able to trade 1 pumpkin for a diamond tool. So, let's get to work. I love these Magikarp way more than I should. Oh, look at him go. Good jump, buddy. Before I build a farm, or any farm, you really got to think about storage solutions. And for that, I'm going to come over here and steal some backpacks. The ones with the little white buttons are iron ones, so they're a little bit better. Backpacks acquired. I'm heading out of here. Whoa, this is a new Pokemon. Yo, I haven't caught you yet. Annihilate is one of the newer Pokemon in the game, fighting Ghost type, I do believe, in the angered form of Primeape. Let's try to catch it. I caught this Blossom here because it can put things to sleep and it can stun them. So we're going to try to go with the sleep powder. Oh, you're immune to being asleep. Oh, it has like Vital Spirit. Okay, we'll try Stun Spore. That's why you carry both Stun Spore and sleep powder. Let's give this a shot. All right, guys, back it up. Oh, we got it. And an Annihilate added to the dex. While I was over here with Liv the other day, I was doing some landscaping and we came across something a little sparkly. I do not want to alarm you, but there's a shiny here.
Is it a Poochyena?
Oh, I heard it.
Oh, it's
that guy right there.
Stiff. Oh wait, but it's tiny. It's a Mastiff. He's so small.
Oh my gosh.
He's so quirky.
What is up with him?
Can you?
I don't even know if I've got one with this guy yet. Who gets him? How do we decide?
You found it.
Yeah, I know, but I think we should do a short competition. Let me boat this guy, and then we'll roll for him or something. Get in the boat.
Oh.
You're good. You're good.
Sit.
Oh my gosh, he's been boated.
Go.
Okay. We do chicken with water bucket clutch. All right. Play with your bucket. We both do water clutches at the same height, and whoever gets it while the other person fails, they get the shiny.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. I got it. Oh!
I did not.
Oh, all my years of Minecraft have trained me for this. Here, puppy. Oh,
Yay!
boy. He's ready to evolve. Do I evolve him right off the bat? I don't see why not.
He's so cute and small, though.
I mean, he is, but he could be cute and big. Oh no, we have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes.
Dun 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 dun.
Ooh, look at that guy.
Oh, he's so big, doggo. Look at you.
I mean, that's a pretty good. This guy fits my color scheme and everything. I like that.
Does he have a name?
I got it right off the bat.
Oh, okay.
Larry.
Yeah.
For an evermore, this will be known as Larry, the Mabostiff. Ooh, another Pokemon I've seen people suggest. Hey, keep your suggestions coming. I think Caporaja could definitely help us move some stuff around with that big trunk. Let's see if we can catch it. There it is. Caporaja might be joining our construction team today. I wanted to showcase a vanilla way to do this. You'll see that we have some inventory slots here, and we have some items in the inventory. Basically, I'm going to have items falling down into this hopper chain. Now, this is the more expensive option, But a more vanilla-friendly way is that you can then have the hoppers simply going into a Impulse SV item sorter and then going into drawers. And then I've got these drawers connected using these trims to my my Tom Simple storage there. This is probably not the best way to do it, but it is a way to do it. By using these backpacks in the advanced magnet, we're going to be able to filter out items with the advanced magnet upgrade, and this is also going to pick up any items that are just rambling around on the floor. So this will avoid the need for hoppers, which could cause some lag, and hopefully this will work. So let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, that picks it up. It goes into a hopper, and then it goes into the drawer underneath, and then the drawer underneath is connected up to our Tom Simple storage. So that is one thing done. Now we just got to build the farm. It's time Conkeldurr and I do some construction here in Spawn Town. I've waited long enough, so let's get to work. I'm sure my server mates are going to think that this kind of popped up overnight, but I assure you that it did not. First things first, we got some paths taking place here, and we've all kind of picked up the style that P-Porp started, which is the granite and the rooted dirt and the coarse dirt and some granite variants. And that's kind of the main pathway block we've got leading into this little flat area here that I made many weeks ago at this point. But inside of all the small flowers and the grass and behind all of the oak leaves and oak leaf hedges, we've got some construction equipment. Let's start with the building. This is the main building here, and it is a construction trailer. And every construction site needs a construction trailer where the foremen and the generals and the managers are sitting, where people go to cool off and get some water. Maybe they're clocking in, clocking out, and hopefully they're not filling out any workplace incident or injury reports, but if they were, this is probably where they would go to do it. And inside, I'm imagining that we've got some nurses' kits and some desks and some clock in and clock out stuff, some computers. So I added a PC and a computer over here, a little desk for some writing, and then just plenty of storage. Didn't put a whole lot of time into the inside of this because I don't think we're going to really use that space, but didn't want it to be plain in there. And then using the basalt vertically and the quartz vertically, I think is really nice. We're using the awning blocks, and the parapet, birch parapet, kind of acts like a soffit of a building, which is like the underpart of a roof hangover. And I think that that's really nice. And then I manually placed a ton of these grass and flowers just to give it a touch of life, because as you guys know, I love biophilic design, which is including life or making life feel like it is part of the building process or in the environment. I think that's great for that. And I tried to include that a ton with some moss, obviously the leaf blocks and hedges, and the little azalea bushes and whatnot. And then over here, we've got some mounds of cobblestone, stone, granite, dirt, and even some maybe a tree root with some moss on top. I think this is a great addition to the area that makes it feel like it's lived in. But how did these things get here? Well, they were dug up by these giant contraptions. Let's start with the littlest over here. We have a little, I think what would be called like a cat. A caterpillar is like a common brand of excavator, and this one is one that's really made for pushing stuff around. And I kind of came up with this one more of myself. I saw a few pictures online of stuff that I kind of liked, and just went with some yellow concrete, some chipped yellow concrete, some of the stone blocks, some deep slate. And it's kind of tough to create these real life, machines or mechanisms in Minecraft, so bear with me as I did the best I can with the palette. The closest, I could have went with like a bamboo wood, I guess, but I think the birch wood and the yellow concrete is fine. and it gets the point across. Ideally, this stuff is yellow concrete stairs, which I don't think we have in this pack, but I also like trying to build within the vanilla pack. So hopefully, you can pause the video if you want to choose some inspiration, build this on your world, take some screenshots, and recreate this thing. I think the trick to building machinery like this is adding in a lot of detail that look like handles or like chains, things like that. And of course we have chains, but we also have like the fence gates and the fences and the ladders, the levers, the iron trap gates. All these things kind of help add little detail to the build. And then after that, we got this giant one here, and this is inspired by a picture I saw by TagM10 on Planet Minecraft. And this is a giant, a giant crane-like excavator. And this thing, look at the bucket on this. This thing is going to be moving some dirt. I'm telling you, that's how everything got here. Again, yellow concrete, some iron bars. We've got a little antenna on top. A place in here where someone's going to be sitting and operating the crane with a PC and a lectern in there. Giant tread of wheels here at the bottom with the deep slate variants. Oh my gosh, this guy just spawned. Hello. And of course, again, blackstone, the parapets as a trim. Super nice. I love it. Love how it turned out. We've got some of the chipped crates scattered throughout, which I think are a nice addition of any place. If you go to a construction show, and there's barrels and there's chests and there's crates and stuff around holding supplies. And then over here, we've got another small crane. Lots of details, the lightning rods, the levers, even the signs on this one. But same material with the yellow concrete and the birch. This one is just a little bit smaller. I liked the use of observers here. I saw this on a picture online, and it looked really good. It kind of does look like a track that a crane like this might set on, or an excavator like this might set on. And as the sun goes down on our construction zone, I am pleased to say that this area is almost done. Of course, a few things here and there, including some trees that kind of got to go in, and a little bit more landscaping in this area. But I am just so pleased with how this area has just been given life overnight, really. It actually took me a few days to do all this, but yeah, it just has suddenly just gained so much life, and it has elevated this area and the story that's being told here on the server so much. And we're going to be putting this construction equipment to good use. If you take a look here, I've got a bunch of construction gear that we're actually going to place down. Yes, I've been busy. I've been busy getting a ton of books, obsidian hammers. I've got some pickaxes, enchanted books, and we're going to be putting that stuff to good use in the upcoming episodes as we do some more construction and architectural uncovering quite soon. Of course, we're also going to be mingling in some Cobblemon and Pokemon stuff, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day, and I guess for this one a night. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode here on the BattleCraft SMP.